Hi folks, hope you're all doing okay. My name's Jean, if you've not seen one of my videos before, and it's mostly unboxings that I do on this channel, which is what I've got for you today. So I did a video a couple of days ago, Cat Lady box, that's where it was, October Cat Lady box, and I did say in that video that I'd not done a ScrawlrBox video for the September box. One, because it came right at the very end of September, like on September 30th. And two, I was still trying to do the challenge from the month before. And I also said that I was going to wait until the October box arrived. So yeah, I was going to spend a bit more time trying to do the challenge that I just mentioned, and spend a bit more time practicing trying to draw anime type figures, manga type figures, but I haven't, considering it was only a couple of days since I made that last video, and I'll show you what I've been on with, because I'm trying to get a few Christmas presents done. Okay, I started knitting a poncho. I can't get the one that I've already done to show you because it's folded up with some other things, but this is the first side of the first one that I've done. When it's done, it kind of goes crosswise over your body, down your back. But yes, that's the first side of the first one that I've knitted since my original. That's what's been taking my time up when I've not been doing other things. So yeah, I was unhappy at the manga type pictures that I'd tried doing, so I'm not going to show them on camera because I really don't think they're worth it. They're not finished. I did them while I was watching along with some tutorials, and yeah, I'm just not happy with them. It would take a lot of practice for me to get any type of good with them, and I've never been proficient, let's say, in drawing figures. It wasn't something that we ever seemed to concentrate on when I did art at school or when I did it at college, so it's not something I've had a lot of practice with, to be honest. Anyway, as I said, the October ScrawlrBox came today, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. Time is but a concept. But anyway, I've got the September and the October boxes here, so might as well start with the September one that I've been holding on to, haven't I? Same as always, your first look at what's in them is going to be exactly the same as mine, because until this moment I haven't opened them up. Okay, so this is what we've got in the September box. Some Copic markers, 3 of them, a turquoise, a green and a pink, and we've got this Copic Acrea, or is it Acrea? Lightweight and easy grip, seamless and smooth ink flow, works on various surfaces and materials, fully opaque, flat and streak-free results, waterproof when dry / no bleed through, 0.8 to 1.2mm line width, non-toxic and odorless. and it looks like this is a new one from the Copic marker people. What we've got? Let's have a look. So we've got the picture by the September featured artist, who is Roxanne Murphy. Born in Oklahoma City, grew up all over Oklahoma and Texas, attended Uni of Oklahoma, studied art there but didn't stay long. A few jobs by the look of it, and then 2020 happened, and we know what happened with 2020. So Roxanne decided it'd be a good time to try Instagram at that point, so that her daughter could have a novel and fun way to regularly interact with her friends and family. Okay, and this goes into a little bit more depth. We've got her Instagram and her YouTube here, so I will put those in the box down below. So if anybody wants to look at some more of her stuff, you'll be able to through that. Righto. What we got in here? Scroll contents. So I'm just looking to see if I can find the QR code for what's in the box. Right, okay. Not quite sure what's going on here. I can't find it. I might have just totally glossed over it. Anyway, so we've got these Copic markers. Scrawlr exclusive. These are paint pens, but not like you know them. Brand new product from Copic. So I was right. It's new. That's really nice. Small tip. Stiff nibs for fine lines and details. Dries down nice and matte too. SubClub gift. Extra item for all of our box 109 subscribers. Let's have a look. It should be in this little package, if I'm right. Right. What else we got in here? Packet of Swizzles Fizzers. Really nice. These have been a favourite since I was a kid. I think this is probably it. Pilot Pinto medium, and that is looks like it's going to be a nice bright orangey yellow. It's all wrapped up totally. Then we've got these Decorite pens. The QR code's in the front page where I'm just reading this from anyway. Okay, so brush tip, a flexible brush tip for all sorts of novelty marks, and a medium nib, the middle ground, a different type of nib to mix up your creative style. These don't have any sort of plastic coating around them, so I will open one if I can just find a loose bit of paper. Let's have a look. Try this little envelope. So, I suppose we've got two different. Okay, so that's nice. And depending on whether you use the very end of the nib or use it sideways, you can graduate the width of the marks. So that's that one. Pastel purple. And then we've got, I'm assuming this is pastel pink. Oh, it's neon pink. Let's have a look. Should be a nice contrast with the pastel purple. Oh yeah. That's nice and bright. The last one. I thought it did have some fancy name, but it's not. It's just white. Won't show very much probably on this. You can just about see that I've made a mark. You can just make out that one there, but not very much the one that I've done there. Okay, so yeah, then we've got the corresponding Scrawlr sticker. Just wrap these back up. I need to put that one back into it, don't I? Oops daisy. Okay, A5 black paper pad. Wow, that'll be interesting to use with the white pen. They'll all show up pretty well on it, I think. Okay, so quick rundown of what we got in the mag. So we've gone over the stuff, the supplies. I'll put the prices of them down below so you can see what their recommended retail prices will be if you were to look for them in a shop. We've got a sit down with Roxanne Murphy, the usual monthly Q&A session. We've got a couple of pages of Scrawlr tips here. Get swatching, add a little water. It says this one works best with the Artline markers, which are the ones that I just tested on that little white envelope. And then there's a little bit about the pens and what you have a go at pattern wise maybe with the pens. We've got a couple more pages of Scrawlr tips, a deep dive into acrylic markers, warming up with some patterns, and that's just as having a go at practicing with them before you decide to go into full-scale pattern mode, I guess. And there's a QR code for a full tutorial video there. Timing is key, and we've got some artist advice. And we've got Scrawlr Gallery from ScrawlrBox 107, Guardians of the Garden. I don't remember that one. Why do I not remember that one? Anyway, so there's some of the submissions that were received from that Scrawlr challenge. Then we've got Box 107, Scrawlr Top 3. Sean Sutherland Kirby, Meepy, and Dinadors McClement. And that's their pictures there. They're the ones that ScrawlrBox decided were the top ones for September, and those 3 people have all been awarded a free ScrawlrBox, so it's nice. It used to be extra points, but they don't do the points system anymore, which is a bit of a shame, because that was actually quite good, and I enjoyed saving the points up for specific things. Okay, Scrawlr Gallery Scroll Fest. This August we hosted Scroll Fest, a month of daily drawing prompts to get you inspired and scrolling. Okay, so there's a little bit of a difference to Inktober, just doing it in a different month. And there's some of the submissions there as well. So I don't know why I didn't see that one either. I must have been asleep for the whole of August. I don't know. I know August was a very busy month. It was the month that I've worked away from home the most. Okay, so Scrawlr Extra, steal this artwork. Say a picture is worth 1,000 words. One thing they definitely hold is value. The harder to get your hands on, the more it's worth. So much so, some people are willing to risk it all to get their hands on it. We decided to take a little dip into the dark history of the world's most daring art heists. These audacious thefts often involve meticulous planning, daring execution, and in some cases, a balaclava and good timing. And we've got the Ghent altarpiece, the Mona Lisa, and the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist. Just a little bit about those particular moments in time. The ScrawlrBox challenge for September was Amoeba, but obviously because I've only opened it today, I haven't seen it before now. Let's pop these back into this box, and then we can go on to what's in the October box. I might have a go at Amoeba actually, because you can, oops, excuse me, you can draw just about anything and say it's an amoeba, can't you? Single-celled animal. Here we are with the October box. This video was always going to be a little bit longer than a standard ScrawlrBox video because it covers 2 boxes. Here we go. This is what we've got inside. The October featured artist is Kat, who writes her name, who does her name with a little heart at the end of it there. Yep. Her name is Catalina, but she goes by Kat online. She's been a professional artist since 2023, consistently sharing her art online since 2019. And we've got her Instagram, her TikTok, and her YouTube here. This is her print for this month, which is quite cute. A couple of little froggies. I'll put her socials information in the block down below as well. Right. This seems quite thick for a Scrawlr zine. Number 110. We have got an A5 HP watercolour paper pad, 10 sheets of watercolour paper for wet and dry techniques. Nice thickness of paper, 10 sheets, enough to go on. Oops. Right, let's see what we've got in here. I'm guessing that there might be some watercolour paints. There's something in what feels like a little box. I've actually got the open pages in front of me here, and it doesn't look like watercolour paints in the traditional sense. What we got? Oh, a Walker's Eclair, but it's a banana split flavour. I don't like banana flavoured things. I like bananas, but I don't like banana flavoured things. Oh, come here, you. This month's Scrawlr sticker. And then we have the bones of the package, which we have got a paintbrush. It says it's a must-have in any artist's toolkit. It's one that's got slanted bristles, if you can see that. Okay, then we have got 2 Rembrandt Polycolour Lyra pencils, Carmine Hell and Cobalt Hell, which are light carmine and light cobalt. And that's those. And then we've got a Derwent line maker in 0.3. They're always handy to have. And then this is what I thought might be a little pack of watercolours. Realbrush Pro from by Karin. Karin as opposed to Karin. And we've got 3 in this box. It says that these pens are packed full of bright pigment ink to make your creations pop. Ultra soft Realbrush nib for smooth sweeps of colour. And we've got the QR code here for supply information and prices, so I'll add that all downstairs as well. Let's see what we've got. Orange, red, canary and turquoise are the colours that we've got here. If I turn those around, you might get a bit of a better sense of what they're like. Let's see, where did I put that little envelope? Tell you what, I've got a writing pad here that I've been using to count knitting rows. So I'm not sure if they're ones that need to be shaken before they're used. And this is just so that we can experiment with what the intensity of the colour is like and the width of the line. Let's have a look. And yes, it is like a proper paintbrush that you're using there. It's it's quite a fine end to it, so you can do different widths of line depending on how you press on it or how delicately you use it. And that's all with this one pen. I'm going to pop the lid back on that until I come to using them properly. Get them back in the box. And then in the Scrawlr zine, we've got Sit Down with the Featured Artist, Kat. As I say, I'll post her social media handles downstairs. So if anybody wants to have a look at some more examples of her art, they're there for you to look at. Right, that one. Then we've got the pages of Scrawlr tips about swatching and blending, pencil it in, make some marks, wet on wet techniques, watercolour techniques, deep dive into Karin markers, warming up with some water-based painting, and that's a little bit of a tutorial there on how to. Artist's advice, mixing it up, 1, 2, 3, it's a magic number, and behind the artwork, which is a bit of a deep dive into this month's print with the 2 little frogs on, and that's all there on those 2. Scroll Gallery from box 108, and this was Manga Maidens. This is the one that and mine would never be up to the standard of these ever. Some of these are they're just too damn good. They could be they could probably, you know, be manga illustrators. They are. Some of these are so fantastic. They're so good. got Scrawlr Top 3, Brooke Blades, Justine Samedia and Tracy Emerson. And that's their work. We've got the invite to join the Scrawlr community on Facebook. Got a Scrawlr showcase for Helen Jones. Time to get to know one of you lovely Scrawlers. This Scrawlr is super active in the community as well as being incredibly talented. Her drawings always blow us away, no matter the supply we send her way. Everyone say hello to Helen Jones, grab a cup and get comfy so we can get to know the creative side of Helen. And from what I can see here, she is a brilliantly talented artist. These works are beautiful, and you'll see when I show you them. How good are they? Especially like the owl there. That is, in fact, they're all good. They're all really good. Beautiful. And then Scrawlr Extra, we've got A Frog's Life. And it says throughout history, people across the world have been drawn to these happy little creatures. Frogs have occupied a unique and fascinating position in the art and mythology of various cultures, the symbolism and interpretation evolving as time progresses, with themes of transformation and fertility surrounding our little pond-loving friends. Let's dive into a little history, shall we? That's a little bit of a thing. It can have a little bit of a sit and read to do with frogs through history. And we've got the ScrawlrBox challenge for box 108, this one, and it's land and water. That could be interesting. I've got things going a little bit ahead in my head. Just after seeing that challenge, might be interesting. Mine might look like absolute rubbish. We'll see. So anyway, that is ScrawlrBoxes 109 and 110. As I've said, I'll put all the information of the recommended retail prices of the products and the social media handles of the featured artists in the info block downstairs, so you can have a look if you want to. I'm conscious that this video's gone on nearly half an hour now, so I'll get gone. As you might have guessed as well, it's still daylight here, and although I've got the little light on here, that's because my little corner here is pretty dark anyway. It is still daylight outside. And what time are we on at the moment? Let's have a look. No, 3:10 in the afternoon. Weather-wise, it was that fine spitty rain earlier on, but not very much of it. It did rain through the night though. It's weak sunlight at the moment, and there's a fair bit of grey sky, so it won't surprise me if it chucks it down later on. So yes, look after yourselves, folks, and take care of each other as well. When you're going out, probably pack your brolly with you. I would definitely take some gloves, because it's getting to that time of year when it's going to be chillier than you probably think. Wrap up, keep warm, stay safe, because it's still a very weird world out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yes, by the way, drop me a like or whatever if you've enjoyed watching this video. I would really appreciate it. If you leave me a comment as well, I will respond to that as soon as I can. So, see you in the next video, folks. Thank you for staying along this long and listening to my waffle. See you later. Bye.